Hello guys, so we are back again, and in this session we are going to solve the multiple correct questions. Okay, means there can be more than two correct questions. Okay, two correct answers, and this video might be short. Okay, because there are not much questions in multiple choice. Okay, and comprehension, but we will do whatever. Okay, whatever variety we can get. Okay, and if you like the channel, please subscribe the Omega Pi ITJ Gate and share it with your friends. Okay, so with this, now let's begin with the first question which we are going to encounter is this. Okay, so the question says, for an AP A1 comma A2 comma and so on till an till so on. Okay, the equations satisfied are. Okay, so here if I observe the first option, A1 plus 2A2 plus A3 is equals to 0, A1 minus 2A2 plus A3 equal to 0, and A1 plus 3A2 minus plus 3A2 minus 3A2. Okay, what? Minus 3A2 plus 3A2. Okay, there must be something wrong. Okay, let me check. Okay, so I have checked and this is correct. Okay, the option is as plus 3A2 minus 3A2. Okay, minus A4 equal to 0, A1 minus, and the last option is A1 minus 4A2 plus 6A3 minus 4A4 plus A5 equal to 0. Okay, so if I here A1, A2, A3 and A4 and A5 terms are present in the options. Okay, so I want to involve these terms in my solution, but how can I get my equations? Okay, so we know that A2 in AP A1 plus A3 by 2 is A2. So if I multiply 2A2 is equals to A1 plus A3, right? So here you can see A1 minus 2A2 plus A3 should be equal to 0. Okay, so my one option is verified. Now let's focus on the next. Okay, so similarly, now here these two are out of these two options I have knocked out this one. Okay, I have got this one true. Okay, so my one option is correct. Now let's focus on this. Here A4 and A5 are present in the question, and A3 is also present. How can I get them? Okay, so let's involve this. A3 will be what? A2 plus A4 upon 2. Okay, which we can write as A2 minus 2A3 plus A4 should be equal to 0, right? And if I say this is my first equation, this is my second equation, similarly I want to involve my A5. So how can I involve it? Using this equation, A3 A5 by 2, which will give me A3 minus 2A4 plus A5 should be equal to 0. This is my third equation. Okay, so what we can do here? Okay, so here A1 minus A4, if these two will cancel out, I will have A1 minus A4. So A1 should be equal to A4. Okay, so for sure this option is not not correct. So we want to verify this one. Okay, but we have to think how can we get this? Okay, this here A1 is as it is minus 2. Okay, there I should have minus 4 times A2. Okay, so if I multiply this one and subtract, okay, I will get minus 4A2. Okay, and here okay, it should be plus 6. Okay, so what I should do to create plus 6A3, what I should do? Okay, if I add this one, okay, minus this will cancel out, plus 6A3, we are not getting this. Okay, so what we should do? Okay, so let's add 1 and multiply 2 with 2. Okay, subtract it and then add 3. So as per this, what we will get? A1 minus 2A2. I have observed the starting terms and I am then doing this. A3 minus 2 times this term, A2 minus 2A3 plus A4. Okay, and then simply add on this one, A3 minus 2a4 plus a5 should be equal to 0. Here let me further simplify. a3 minus 2a2 plus 2a3 minus 2a4, right? Okay, I think I have did a mistake. It should be 4. Okay, so here a3 minus 2 times a4 plus a5 should be equal to 0, right? So what we are going to do in this thing is that let's get the terms which are similar. a1 is here, okay, so I will have a1 minus 2a2 plus a3, okay, minus 2 is a2 plus 4a3 minus 2a4. okay, I think I am writing the same thing only. Okay, let me collect the term. I was collecting term. Okay, so a1 is here, there is no other a1. okay, so I want to get 6a3. 1a3 plus 4a3 plus 1 is 6a3. okay, right. I want to get 4a2 minus 2a2 minus this is not minus 2a2 minus 2a2 minus 4a2. okay, things are matching up. Minus 2 times and minus 2 times 4, 2 minus 2 to minus 4 times a4 also, and a5. okay, so the fifth option is proved. So sorry, the fourth option is proved. So we have proved the second thing also. Hence we are done with question 1. okay, hope you have understand the solution properly. okay, what we actually did, we wanted to involve a3 a1. okay, how we proved? Because in AM the AP there is nothing other thing than okay, the terms in using a plus b by 2. okay, why I used a3 and a4? Because I wanted to involve a3 and a4 in the question, okay, in the solution, because my options were involving a4 and a5, so I used a3 and a4. okay, if you are able to get that. okay, now how I got the hint of this. okay, I thought that a1 I want, okay, fine, I want a2. okay, I just checked and cross verified that a2 is present in these two equations. okay, so to get that, what I should do, multiply it by 2, and then okay, then I further thought that how to create. okay, just see the term which are missing in the equation. okay, some other equation like creating a4, which can be created here. so you can, if I multiply it by 2 and add them directly, I will get 4a4. okay, so I have to think in this way. okay, yeah, it is not means you have to, means this will come by practice only. okay, now let's move on to the next question. The next question is this. okay, let me read the question. okay, if the sum of infinite GP p comma 1 comma 1 by p comma 1 by p square comma 1 by p cube and so on is okay, is 9 by 2, the value of p is. okay, we want to find the value of p. Now it is very clearly they are asking, okay, a GP sum. okay, sorry, the GP sum is, again they are asking the p value. So we can go with the general thing. Sum of infinite GP is what is the formula? E upon 1 minus R. A is what? So do I know the sum? Yes, it is 9 by 2. Do I know the first term? It is P. okay, so my first term is P. 1 minus R, the common ratio is 1 by P. okay, so from here this will become 9 by 2 P upon P minus 1. okay, here P will move, which will become P square. okay, so we will just cross multiply. We will get 9b minus 9 2p square. okay, giving me finally 2p square minus 9p plus 9 should be equal to 0. okay, now we need to solve this. okay, so if we solve, we get 2p minus 3 p minus 3 should be equal to 0, getting p is equals to 3 by 2 and p is equals to what we are getting, p is equals to 3. okay, so what we can do, we have to check whether these options are there. The first option is 3 by 2, which is this one. and the second option is 3, which is this one, A. So 2 correct answers are there. It was very simple question, just applying the sum of infinite GP formula, solving the quadratic, getting the p value, and just verifying the options. Okay, so the next question which we are going to see, okay, so the next question is this one. Okay, if positive numbers a comma b comma c are in AP and a square comma b square comma c square are in HP, then okay, so what we have to do, the first option is a equals to b equals to c, second option is 2b equal to a plus c, third option is b square equal to under root AC upon 8. Okay, and the third option is none of this. Okay, so if they have given a, b, c are in AP, right? So from here one equation is confirmed, that 2b is equals to a plus c. The second is a square, b square, c square are in HP. So the second option confirm is b square should be equal to 2a square c square upon a square plus c square. Okay, very okay, the just formula application things. Okay, now what we have to do, we can do one thing. Okay, the thing is that we will try to create b square, then we will remove. Okay, then we will try to eliminate this. No, what we should do, okay, b should be there in the answer. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to square it. Okay, and we are going to replace this value from the square which we will get from here. Okay, so let's square this. So squaring 2b equals to a plus c. So what we will get, 4b square should be equal to a square plus c square plus 2ac. Right, now what will I substitute this value? Okay, we will substitute a square plus b square as 2a square c square upon b square. Okay, so we will use this thing and substitute here, sorry, ac square. Okay, the moment we substitute here, what we are getting, b square equals to 2a square c square upon b square plus 2ac. Okay, now let's just multiply throughout by b square. What we get, 4b power 4 equals to 2a square c square plus 2ac b square. Okay, further on what we can do, okay, is bring these powers here and see what we can get and divide throughout by 2, which gives me b power 4 minus a square c square minus ac b square should be equals to 0. What we did here, divided throughout by 2. Now what we are going to do, this we are going to solve this quadratic. If we solve this, 2b power 4 minus 2acb square, okay, minus, okay, acb square, what we, okay, remember, okay, if you may not understand, okay, this step, but after doing this step I will explain you what. Listen, this quadratic is quadratic equation in b square, okay, in b term. So this should be, this you can take it as 2b power 4. I forgot to arrange it like this, b square minus a square c square. Okay, otherwise you will be confused. Okay, why you broke this term? Okay, because my quadratic is in b square term, so this is my quadratic equation. I want to create this term, this multiplication of this term by subtracting the two numbers. Okay, so let's see what we get. Okay, from here what we will get, b square minus ac and 2b square plus ac. So from here we are getting b square equals to ac and b square is equals to minus ac upon 2. Okay, so from this what you can predict out, that b, a, b, c are in GP, that's confirmed. Okay, so but wait, just think again, a, b, c were in what, AP. Okay, so just think, okay, and recall the things which we have done when we were learning this chapter. We have discussed that a series, oh sorry, a series or sequence or what, okay, series can be in AP and GP both if A is equals to B is equals to C. Remember? Or they should be equal to 1. Okay. Okay. Whatever you consider. So one thing is confirmed that my A option is correct. Okay. Now let's verify the second option. The second option we are getting B square equals to minus AC by 2. Okay. Is there any option which matches with this minus AC upon 2? B square minus AC by 2. Okay, no, it is not matching. Okay, so only one correct answer is there in this. Okay, and okay, this one is also correct. Okay, 2B is equals to A plus C. Since they are in AP, this will also be true, and this one is also true. This one is wrong. Okay, because we are getting something different, it is coming imaginary. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, okay, the next question is as follow. Okay, the fourth question: if the arithmetic mean of two positive numbers A and B is twice their geometric mean, then A is to B is what? Okay, we want to find the A is to B ratio. Okay, here now the arithmetic mean of two positive numbers. Arithmetic mean we can take of two positive numbers as A plus B by 2, right? And what, and geometric mean of two numbers is under root AB. Okay, so what they are telling that the arithmetic mean is twice the geometric mean. So A plus B by 2 should be twice AB, which will give me A plus B is equals to 4 AB. Okay, so this is my first equation. Now by observing under root, there is one thing which we can do: square both the side. Square both the side. So here what we will get, A plus B by the whole square is equals to 16 AB, right? So what we can do further on, we want to, okay, A plus B we have. If I get my A minus B, then by applying component and dividend we can get the required thing. Okay, but the problem is that how we can create A minus B the whole square. And one more thing is that since we have done these type of questions in the starting of the lecture when we were starting sequence and series, okay, what we will do, we will add both the side minus 4AB on both the side, which will give us, here you will get what, here you will get this. If you open, you will get A square plus 2AB plus B square minus 4AB. Okay, this is will be what, 12AB, right? And this will be A minus B the whole square equals to 12AB. Further on, what you can do, you will move this that side, which will give you, okay, which will give you 2 root 3. Okay, which will give you 2 root 3. Further on, here under root AB will be there. Okay, so what we are getting finally as A minus B as 2 root 3 under root AB. Let's call it as 2. Okay, the moment we divide, okay, if I divide 1 by 2, divide 1 and 2, what we are getting, A plus B upon A minus B, right? A plus B upon A minus B is equals to what? Is equals to 2 upon root 3. Now let's apply the componendo and dividendo. Okay, let me apply here. Apply C and D, componendo and dividendo. So what we will get, A plus B, keep this term, okay, and then add the denominator term, keep this term and subtract the denominator term. Okay, this is componendo and dividendo application. Okay, so similarly we will do here. Okay, which will be keep this term, add the denominator term, keep this term, subtract the denominator term. what you are getting from here is 2a, what you will get from here is 2b, which will lead you to 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3, giving me finally a by b is equals to 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. Okay, so 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. So one option is correct. Okay, but since it is a multiple choice correct question, you should be very cautious that there is a very high probability that by rationalization there may be some different form of this answer which can cause you deduction marks, so be careful. Okay, so this will give me 2 plus root 3 the whole square. Further on, what we are getting here is 4 minus 3, which will give me here 4 plus 2 into 2 root 3 plus 3, which will give me finally 7 plus 4 root. Okay, so 5 will move here and we will have summation on r square, and 3 will be here and we will have summation on r, right? So what we will do here, we will apply this, which will give me n into n plus 1 by 2 the whole square. Okay, further on here, what we will get, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay, this will be the subdivision, okay, mathematical induction on this, and here it will be n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so what we are going to do, if we simplify here, this will cancel out, giving me n into n plus 1 whole square upon 2, and here 5 into n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6, and this will be 3 into n plus 1 by 2. So let's do this on the next page. Okay, not on this page. Okay, so what we are going to think here is that what we should take common. Okay, so one thing is very obvious, that we will take n into n plus 1 by 2 common. Okay, but try to take the highest power. Okay, so that there is no denominator term only. Okay, so it will just reduce your calculation. So we will take what, n into n plus 1 by 6 common, which will help us. We will here multiply by 3, will give me n into n plus 1 by, okay, this one will be left. Here 5 into 2n plus 1 will be left, and here is, since it was 2, he will multiply here with 3, which will give me 9 as left. Okay, so if I solve n into n plus 1 by 6, here what we are getting, 3n square plus 3n plus 10n plus 5 plus 9, giving me finally n into n plus 1 by 6 into 3n square plus 13n plus 14. Okay, so if I multiply this, what we will get, what I will get, 3n power 4, okay, plus 13n cube plus 14n square plus 3n cube plus 13n square plus 14n the whole upon 6. Okay, now if we compare this with this one, okay, here a is what, 3, okay, b is what, sorry, we have to collect the similar terms and then compare. Okay, so for now this will be 3n power 4, we will collect this term, which is 16n cube, we will collect this term, which will be 27n square, and the last is 14n, okay, divided by 6. Okay, so if I compare, what we are going to get, okay, just divide throughout by 6, okay, because we want to get the term which is the n by 4 by 2, this will be n by 4 by 2, this will be 8n cubed by 3, this will be 9n square by 2, and this will be 7n by 3. Okay, so what we are going to do, okay, in this step is that comparing with this equation which was given, okay, and then get our answer. By comparing, you can clearly see a will be 1 by 2, b will be 8 by 3, c will be 9 by 2, right, and d will be nothing but 7 by 3, and further on E will be 0. Okay, so my one option is absolutely correct, that E is equals to 0. Now we have to verify for the other options, that is A plus C. A plus C is what? A plus C is nothing but 9 by 2 means 10 by 2, which is nothing but 5. Similarly B plus D is what? B plus D is 7. 3, since the denominator is same, we will directly add them, giving me 15 by 3, which is 5 again. So the first one is also verified, which is correct. Okay, now we want to verify this one. Okay, which is A. We want to get A comma B minus 2 by 3 comma C minus 1 term. Okay, so these terms will be what? 1 by 2 comma 8 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Further on it will be what? 9 by 2 minus 1. So what we are getting here is 1 by 2 comma 2 comma 7 by 2. Okay, so you can clearly see that it is in AP. It is in AP. So my third option is also verified. Now let's check for the fourth option. We will verify it here. Okay, in this space, that C by is integer. Since C is what? C is my, get the C, 9 by 2. A is what? 1 by 2. So you can clearly see we are getting a 9 which belongs to an integer. So my fourth option is also correct. Okay, so we are done with this problem. Hope you have understand each and every step. Okay, I solved the question very slowly so that you can understand each and every step. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the question is as follow. This is the question. Let me read the question. If b1 comma b2 comma b3 where b1 is greater than 0 are three successive terms of a GP with common ratio r, the value of r for which the inequality b3 greater than 4b2 minus 3b1 holds is given by. The first option is r greater than 3, second option r is between 0 and 1, third option is r equals to 3.5, and the fourth option is r equals to 5.2. Okay, so in this question what we are going to do, okay, three successive terms, okay, and provided they are, okay, three successive terms are given. Okay, so what we are going to do, let's there is a common ratio r. Okay, since we want to get the common ratio range, now they have given us a inequality b4b square minus 3b1. okay, right? Now further on ABC, b1 b2 b3 are in what? Are in GP, right? So can I write b2 square should be equal to b1 into b3? Yes, we can absolutely write this. So we can write also one thing, that b2 by b1 should be equal to b3 by b2, okay, which should be equal to r, right? So now we want to get involvement of r in this equation. How we can do? If I divide throughout by b3, b2 by b3 will be greater than b1 by b3, b2 by b3 will be r, so there is a chances of involvement of r. So we'll divide. Okay, let me call this as 1. Divide 1 by b3, which gives us 1 greater than 4 b2 by b3, which gives us 3 b1 by b3, right? Now just think, this is very general that every child will understand. It is b2 by b3, b2 by b3. So if b3 by b2 is r, then b2 by b3 will be very obvious, it will be 1 by r. Okay, similarly just think, if I have, okay, just I will tell you how you will get b1 by b3. If I tell you, suppose we are going to take b1 b2 b3 terms as a, okay, ar and ar square, suppose, okay, then I want b3 b1 by b3, which you can clearly see it is a upon ar square. So what we are getting, 1 upon r square. Okay, so remember that if the difference between these two terms is r, okay, first starting, then the common ratio between the first and third term will be r square. Similarly for the first and the fourth term will be r cube. Okay, so just one less than the position, that is if it is third term it will be r square. Okay, like that. So what we are going to do, we are going to substitute the value which we are getting. Okay, so after substituting we will get 1 greater than 4 by r minus 3 by r square. Now we will multiply throughout by r square, giving me a quadratic equation greater than 4r minus 3. So what we are getting, r square minus 4r plus 3 should be greater than 0. Okay, now we are on this equation. Okay, so what we are going to do, okay, we are going to solve this. So if I try to get the root of this, okay, which will be okay, the root will be r minus 3 and r minus 1. Okay, now let's plot the wavy curve and see, okay, where the r lies. So if I plot the wavy curve, the points are 1 and 3 respectively, positive, negative, positive. I want to get, since it is greater than 0 they have mentioned, okay, so I want to get the positive range. Okay, so my answer can be from this, can be this. So r belongs to minus infinity to 1 union 3 to infinity. But wait a minute, okay, if you can observe, b1 is positive and they are successive terms. Okay, if this is positive, the next term will be positive. Okay, and if that is so, then r will be what, greater than 0. If r is greater than 0, we will neglect this one. Our r will belong from 3 to infinity. So what can be answers? R greater than 3 can be answer. R 3.5 is also valid. R 5.2 is also valid. Okay, so we are which of the following inequality holds is given by. Okay, so these are the inequalities which will hold for this given question. So now let's move on to the next problem. Okay, let me keep this period as it is. So the next problem which we are going to encounter, okay, is this. Okay, the seventh question, the value of some sigma, okay, r equals to 1 to n 1 upon under root a plus rx plus under root a plus r minus 1x. Okay, so this question, before starting you should do one simple thing. Okay, you should rationalize this. Okay, if you don't rationalize this, then you will get wrong answer. Okay, so we have to rationalize it. So let's rationalize this. You can clearly see that rationalization is the only way, because they are in under root. So what we are, option is given n upon under root a plus nx. Second option is n upon under root a minus under root a plus nx, and the third option is under root a plus nx minus under root a upon x, and the fourth option is under root a plus nx upon x. Okay, so if we rationalize this, 1 upon a plus rx plus a plus r minus 1 into x, if I rationalize this, a plus rx minus a plus r minus 1x upon a plus rx minus under root a plus r minus 1x, what we are going to get, okay, is from here we will get this a plus rx minus under root a plus r minus 1x upon this will be a plus rx minus a minus r minus 1x. Okay, so what we are getting, r equals to 1 to n. So from here you can clearly see, okay, here rx will cancel out, okay, giving me finally x will be left. So I will take this x outside and giving me finally r equals to 1 to n a plus rx minus under root a plus r minus 1x. Okay, so after this step what we are going to do, okay, just put the values, okay, of the summation like we used to put in the telescopic series. Okay, so if we put it like that, okay, you will come to know that this is the smallest one, so this value will be substituted. This is the biggest one, so this value will be substituted here, 1 by x, and the value when we moment we substitute, we are getting a plus nx minus, here if we substitute we will get under root a. So we are getting this, so our final answer is a plus nx minus under root a upon x. Okay, further on, if you try to rationalize this, with this term, you will get an x, that's for sure. Okay, but we have to cross verify one more time. Okay, now this option is correct for the Okay, if I rationalize it with under root a plus nx plus under root a upon under root a plus nx plus under root a, what we are getting? We are getting, okay, let me use this place. Okay, they are getting 1 upon x. Here we are left with a plus nx minus a upon this under root a plus nx plus. Okay, so you can see there is high chance that the structural representation of the answer may be different, which you will get by rationalization. So here xx will be cancelled out, n upon under root a plus nx plus under root a. So which is the first option? So two options are correct. Okay, so we are done with the seventh problem. Now let's move on to the next problem which we are going to encounter. Okay, so the next problem which we are going to encounter, okay, is this problem. Okay, so the problem given is as it is. Let a comma x comma b be in AP, where a comma y comma b be in GP and a comma z comma b be in HP. If x is equals to y plus 2 and a is equals to 5z, then okay, we want to tell whether y square is equals to xz. Second option is x is greater than y is greater than z. Third option is get a and b value, which is 9 and 1, and similarly get a and b value in the D option, which is 1 by 4 and 9 by 4 respectively. Okay, so first we are going to solve this. If you observe, a, x and b are in AP, so I have my one equation all completely set, that is a plus b by 2. If you observe, a, y and b are in GP, so I have my second equation all set, that is y square equals to ab. If you observe again, a, z, b are in HP, so my z will be 2ab upon a plus b. Now what we can do, okay, so one thing which can strike to every child, that we can replace ab by y square here, and we can replace a plus b here. So what we will get, z equals to 2y square upon 2x, which will give me y square equals to zx. 2 will cancel out, but wait, y was what, gm, z was hm, and x was am. So if you know this equation, a square is equals to gh, what does it represent? That am, gm and hm are in GP. Okay, so we say that am greater than equal to greater than gm greater than equal to hm, but here also the similar things has appeared, that it is coming in GP, where this is what y square equals to z, where they are respectively a and g. Okay, so what we are going to do, so if they are coming in GP, okay, the order doesn't matter. Okay, they are coming in GP, and they also means MGM also come in GP only. Okay, but you can ask one question, that here a square equals to GH used to come. Okay, okay, so they will be in the ratio that AM greater than equal to GM greater than equal to HM. We want to that is thing is confirmed, that is x is greater than y is greater than z. Okay, so this is confirmed, and we are getting this y square is equals to xz. Now we need to get the a and b value. Okay, how we can means proceed with here? If you observe, okay, let me get the next page only. If you observe, x is what, y plus 2, and a is given as 5z, right? So can I write z equals to a by 5? Okay, so one thing which we can do, z is what, since it is an HP, a plus b upon a 2ab upon a plus b, what we can write, instead of z we can replace it by a by 5 is equals to 2ab upon a plus b. If I multiply it, what we are getting is something like this: a square plus ab should be equals to 10ab. We are getting a square minus 9ab equal to 0. A into a minus 9b should be equal to 0, giving me a not equal to 0. Okay, if a became 0, there will be a whole of means trouble, because okay, this will no longer hold, because in AP the term should not be in 0 only. Okay, that is the thing which they told. Same for GP and same for HP. Okay, so what we are going to do, this should not be equal to, so a should be equal to 9b. Okay, so a should be equal to 9b. So what we are going to do, now we got a relation between a and b. Now one thing we know, that y is what, x times 2, x minus 2. So if I multiply, okay, multiply by 2 throughout, what we will get, the moment we multiply 2y equals to 2x minus 4. Okay, further on, what was the reason for doing this? Because we have 2x value. Okay, we have 2x value, okay, which we can substitute. Okay, similarly what we are going to do is square. Okay, squaring both side. If I do this manipulation, what I will get, 2y the whole square equals to this 2x I will replace plus a plus b minus 4, okay, the whole square. Okay, so what we are getting after opening this, what we are getting, but if you remember, y was what, ab. Okay, so we can replace it with that, which will give us 4ab should be equal to a square plus b square plus 16 plus 2ab plus minus 8a minus 8b. Okay, giving me finally a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 8a minus 8b. We just move it. Okay, plus 16 should be equal to 0. If I solve it, what we are getting, if I solve this, what we are getting, means solving how, by substituting a is equals to 9b. Okay, so what will happen if I substitute, we will get here 64b square minus 80b. Okay, further on what we can get, 16, right? Okay, no, okay, why I'm doing directly? If I do directly, there is, okay, I will not do directly. 81b square, 18b square, 72b, 8b plus 16 should be equal to 0, giving me finally 64b square minus 80b. Okay, right, 80b, right? Let me check. Yes, 80b, and finally we have 16 equal to 0. If I divide it, we will get b square minus 5b plus 1 equal to 0 by 16. Okay, divide by 16. So we are getting 4b minus 1 and b minus 1 as our answer. So b is equals to 1 by 4 and b is equals to 1. Okay, so the two options which we are getting here are b is equals to 1 by 4 and b is equals to 1. For it, there will be respectively two a's also. For b is equals to 1 by 4, using what we will use, using a equals to 9b. The one for b is equals to 1 by 4, a will be what, 9 by 4, and for b is equals to 1, using a will be 9. Okay, so here we are done with this question, and let's verify whether the options are correct or not. 9 comma 1, 9 comma 1, yes, 1 by 4 comma 9 by 4. So these two options are also correct. Okay, so here all the options has came correct. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, hope you have understand each and every step. First we collected the terms. Okay, then we just substituted the terms which we can find in HP. After getting, we analyzed that this is a GP, which is only possible in this case, so AM will be greater than GM greater than HM. After this, what we did, we used this equation, substituted the Z value and got a relation. Okay, got a relation of this a equals to 9b. Then I used the second equation. Okay, I know I had 2x value. Okay, 2x value, I have to use that 2x value. So to use that 2x value, which was this, okay, I just multiplied throughout by 2. Okay, which equation? This given equation, and then squaring both sides, which will help me out because I had y square value, okay, which was AB. Now after doing this, we simplified and solved the equation giving b value as 1 by 4 and 1. Then we used a equals to 9b and 9b, we got a is equals to 9 by 4, used b is equals to 1, we got a is equals to 9. Okay, so I hope you have understand the each and every step. Now let's move on to the next question. Let me get the next. Okay, so from with this we are done with the multiple choice question, and we are going to begin with the comprehension. Okay, as I have told earlier that this session is going to be not that much long, okay, because multiple choice questions were not that much. Okay, so the comprehension question is as follow. We say the sum of the squares of three distinct real numbers which forms an increasing GP is S square. Common ratio are the sum of number then is alpha S. Then what they want, if R equals to 3, then alpha square cannot lie in what? A is 1 by 3 comma 1, 1 comma 2 is second option, third option is 1 by 3 comma 3, and D option is 1 comma 3. Okay, and there as comprehension nature it is, there will be more questions also which will be from here only. And the second question is, if R alpha square equals to 2, the value of common ratio R is greater than which? A option is 9, B option is 4, C option is 2, D option is 3. And the last question which is of this comprehension is, if R equals to 2, then the value of alpha square is A by B, where A and B are co-prime, then A plus B is what? Okay, so before beginning with this, they are telling sum of the squares of three distinct real numbers which forms an increasing GP. When they tell that increasing GP, I have told you to take these type of terms, A, AR. Okay, so their square, so A square upon R square plus A square plus A square R square. Okay, what happens if somewhere product is mentioned, they all will cancel and you will get A directly. Okay, so here one thing is very common, that we will take A common, which will give me S square. Okay, further on we will keep it as 1 only. Okay, so what we are going to do is S square we have done common ratio R if the sum of number is then is, okay, now sum of the number means A by R plus A plus AR is equals to alpha times S, right? So if I take let me solve it here in the second page. If I take A common, we will have 1 by R plus 1 plus R will be what? Will be alpha times S. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to square it. Why square it? I will tell you how I got a hint of square throughout. Okay, how I got a hint. So we will get A square 1 by R plus 1 plus R, the whole square is alpha square square. But I was thinking that here, since A square is there in this and S square is, if I divide, okay, both of them, I want to eliminate this and get some alpha range. Okay, for that we need to get rid of this A square and S square. So I will call it as 2 and divide 2 by 1, which will give me simply that if I divide, what will be left will be if I observe what we are getting here is okay, we will divide 2 by 1, so A square into 1 by R plus 1 plus R, the whole square is equals to alpha square S square upon will A square into so here 1 upon R square plus 1 plus R square upon S square. Okay, so if the moment we divide this, okay, what we will get, this will get read out, that I am very sure. What I was thinking, that we are stuck in this. Okay, what we should do with this? Okay, so I was thinking what we can do from here. Okay, okay, we will use this property a square 1 plus r square. If you can write it as 1 upon r, okay, plus r minus 1, and 1 upon r plus 1. And if you apply a square plus b square, you will get the same thing. Okay, so if I split it in this way, these terms will cancel out and give me 1 upon r plus 1 plus r upon 1 upon r plus r minus 1 is equals to alpha square. Okay, what we are getting finally, okay, here is something like this. Okay, what, so let's multiply. We have 1 upon r plus r square. Okay, here will be this, and here will be alpha square into 1 minus r plus r square upon r will cancel out. Okay, let me use the third page now. So we are getting what we are getting: alpha square r square minus alpha square r plus alpha from this side, and here we are getting 1 plus r square. Okay, if I try to create a quadratic in r square term, alpha square minus 1 r square minus alpha square plus 1 r plus alpha square minus 1 should be equal to 0. Now if you read the question properly, they are telling if r equals to 2, then alpha square cannot lie in what. So put r equals to 3. So if I put r equals to 3, what I get? Alpha square minus 1, 9, plus alpha square plus 1 into 3 plus 9 minus 1 equals to 0, giving me finally 9 alpha square minus 9 minus 3 alpha square minus 3, and it was 8 equal to 0, giving me finally here what will happen is that this 8 and 9, okay, and this here 6 alpha square, and here 9 minus 1, this will be minus 2, sorry, minus 1, from minus 1 minus 4 will be there. Okay, so we are getting this, which is giving me alpha equals to 9 plus 3, 11. Okay, 11 plus 8. Okay, what we are getting finally, let me check again. 9 minus 1, 9 minus 1, right? And here 9 plus 1. Okay, this will be, sorry, this will be 9 plus 1, r was this. Okay, I was substituting in alpha 3. This will be what? 12 minus 8, 4 should be left. So we are getting alpha is equals to something like alpha square is 4 by 6, giving me something like 2 by 3. Okay, so which will be okay, so we are getting 2 by 3. If we check the option, 2 by 3 is approximately 0 point, okay, 0 point. Okay, so we are getting something like this, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Okay, the options are quite, so okay, they are not completely matching only. Okay, let me check we have done any mistake or what. If I put r equals to 3, this is alpha square. Okay, this will be alpha square as it is only. Okay, we will not substitute anything here, and here will be minus alpha square minus 1, and it will be plus. So what we will get here, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 1. Okay, 9 plus 3 is 11. 9 plus 3, right? 9 plus 3. So we are getting something, 9 minus 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 11. Okay, so let's just, okay, this had been quite errors. Okay, so alpha square minus 1 into 9 minus alpha square plus 1 into 3 plus alpha square minus 1 equal to 0. Now let's substitute. 9 alpha square minus 9 minus 3 alpha square minus 3 plus alpha square minus 1 should be equal to 0. 7 alpha square from here, and from here we are getting 13, right? 13 equals to 0. Give me alpha square is 13 by 7, which is approximately 1 point something like that. Okay, so which options are correct? Alpha square. So we are getting something 1 point, okay, so this is 0 point, and between 1 point, okay, this will reject, cannot lie, okay, cannot lie between this and 1 by 3 and 3, it can lie between this and this, okay, 1 comma 2, 1 point something like that, okay, so it can lie, and cannot lie in this one is correct, 1 point, this can also lie here. 1 and 2, okay, so 1 is not included only, so this here also it cannot lie, here also it cannot lie, 1 is not included, so the only value which it can lie is this. And so these are the three where alpha square cannot lie. Now let's check for the second. What they want in the second question is that if alpha square is equals to 2, then the value of common ratio r is greater than what, okay. So this is a very direct question, okay. In second, if alpha square is equals to 2, then r square minus 3r plus 1 equals to 0. So we will get r if I apply minus b plus minus a 5 by 2. So here we are getting imaginary roots, but since r, okay, since they have mentioned, okay, that r is greater than r square, okay, they have mentioned that it is a GP, okay, so r will be greater than 0. So what we can do, since increasing GP they have mentioned, so we will take r is equal to 3 plus under root 5 by 2, giving me finally, if I calculate, is approximately 2.61 something, okay, so which is approximately 2.6, right, so greater than 2 points, so greater than this, greater than this, greater than this, greater than this, okay. So we are getting which is 2, which is greater than all of the numbers, okay. Now the last question is, if r equals to 2, then the value of alpha square is a by b, where a and b are co-prime, then a plus b is what, okay. So r is equals to 2, we will get alpha square some value a by b. If you observe, we will get alpha square minus 7 equal to 0, so we will get alpha square is equal to 7 by 3. I am putting, okay, we are putting the value and getting the answer then, okay, using the first equation. So what we are getting, substituting, we are getting alpha square is 7 by 3, and it should be co-prime, yeah, it is co-prime, 3 and 7 are co-prime, neighboring co-prime numbers. So what we can do, a plus b is what, 7 plus 3, which will be 10. So this is the correct answer, which cannot lie, okay, sorry, there will be only this answer, it cannot lie, okay. So first is the correct, and here greater than, okay, then the value is greater than 2 point something, sorry, what I am doing, it is greater than only this number, rest all are greater than, because it is 2.3 something, it is 3, it is 4, it is 9, then they all are greater than 2.16, okay, and except this one is smaller. And in the last question, the co-prime numbers sum is nothing but 10, okay. So we are done with the comprehension, okay, and the multiple choice correct question in this session. Hope you have understand each and every question, and you can again solve it question and increase your efficiency in this type of questions. So in the next session, we are going to solve the subjective problems of this problem solving course, okay. Till then, take care, okay, and please like and share the video. Thank you.